Yeah, but you gotta look at the bigger picture. Mother's Day around the corner, and this whole no abortion thing comes
Oh
around.
shit.
On the other end, it's, how dare you? But in the grand scale, it's like, right before Mother's Day, dog? Yeah, I ain't have nothing else to throw out there, so you gotta do this shit out right before Mother's Day. Some shit to enrage people, or some weird, whatever, for whatever reason, people cause turmoil with politics or whatever the case is.
I mean, for the people that don't know exactly what we talking about.
I'm sorry, I hate doing that. For the people that don't know.
Yeah, explain, because you explain this, because I haven't been looking this up.
Alright, so what's going on is there was a leaked opinion, some document or some shit, where somebody suggested that they should overturn the Roe versus Wade case. Now, if you're not familiar with that, that's the case that made abortion legal. Look it up, find the details, etc. But right now, they're trying to overturn it where it'll be completely up to the states. So, whatever state that you stay in, if it's illegal there, it's illegal there. You feel me? You can move out that state and you do whatever it is that you gotta do to get residency in a state that does. But by then, have a child, right?
You had a child
so,
by then.
You feel me? I'm not sure, the depths of it, but right now, what they're trying to do is simply revoke the right to women being able to have abortions at will.
So basically, just put it up to the state. So, what happens if for a woman that stays in Florida, if Florida says no, but another state says yeah, what happens if she goes to another state and just get her abortion there?
I believe she'll probably be breaking some law. I'm not sure.
They trying to make that illegal as well?
I think so. I will look into it, my brother. But right now, the argument is simply you cannot take my rights to do this. So that's the fight. That's the argument. And it's odd that this shit gets leaked. It's not even something that was like really in heavy conversation, so to say, I guess. But people weren't aware that a bill was about to be passed or submitted by whatever time frame or whatever the case is. I don't know.
This one of those ones that wasn't for people to know, because I think it was.
But it was probably one of the ones that was like, "Are you come back to court with it?" But I don't think we're gonna say yeah.
I don't know, bro. All I know is this one of them sticky situations because, of course you're gonna have the women screaming. It's their body, their choice. And we all know how that, rightfully so, it's their body, their choice. So I'm going to try not to say I don't want to get too judgmental about it because really I can't relate. I don't really have people projecting their opinions on what I should do with my fucking body. So the last time I had that happening, I was just starting to get tattoos, and there's nowhere, we ain't talking about tattoos and babies ain't even on the same fucking level. Or giving birth you feel me? So all I can really say is they need to leave that shit alone. I feel like, cause what happens to those women, of course, what happens to those women that's pregnant by force was, they probably went through something that ended up with them being pregnant. You just telling me they gotta have this child?
Just deal with whatever type of trauma come with it. Whether they want to give away their child or actually keep their child and have to look at that child every day and raise that child knowing what happened and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of think I'm gonna sound like the women out there, but I kind of think dudes should leave the lawmaking about women's body up to women.
But I do have a question about that though as well.
Which is?
Do you think it was, just men that presented this opinion, or who sat around and discussed this? Or do you think there were women present when this conversation was going on? Do you think there's women present when the decision to even present it?
Honestly, even if it was,
or even in support of it,
even if it is women there that's in support of it or opposite of it, it's not enough. of them there to make any type of difference. You get what I'm saying? It's probably, and this is, I'm just taking a guess, but I'm probably not that far off. It's probably not over 10 women that's that close to dealing with those type of decisions. So that's not gonna make no type of difference whether they with it or for it. So half of the time they get stuck with just going with it because it's not gonna make no difference what they say. And that's not me being misogynistic, that's just me understanding what world they in. And numbers mean a lot. If you're talking about 50, 60 plus people, or how many other people making a decision on a situation, it's barely 10 of y'all, and half of y'all, and 10 of y'all split between a yes and a no, you might as well just go with the fucking flow and leave that shit alone. Half of the situation. So even if it is women in there, I don't think they're in a position to make no difference, so they just kind of go with whatever. Some of them might say no, even if they is in there. All of them might say no, but what 10 gonna do to 50 other people, 40 other people making a decision? Not a damn thing. So
It's crazy.
but
Ladies, it's your body, your choice. It's always been your body, your choice. It's always gonna be your body, your choice.
so okay, so something that
I'm just saying, fight the system, not the gender.
okay, something
That's what I'm
that
trying
we
to
gonna
say.
okay. Aside from that, let's just flip the script. Let's stay on subject, but we gonna flip the script real quick. A conversation came up off camera. Now, fuck the lawmakers and everything. Your body, your choice, ladies. But what happens when? Because rightfully so is your body, your choice. But what happens when that your body, your choice is conflicted with a decision of somebody else, meaning a dude that wants to have a child? And you have
that conversation.
yeah.
And that's a question that niggas, niggas really ask themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga might really want a little junior. Most dudes want a junior. You know what I'm saying? It's not, guarantee after you roll the dice, but, most cats want a kid. In the event, you get the short end of the stick, I apologize. But when you got somebody that want to be there, and it's like, he loves you. He wants to do the family thing with you. But you might have whatever reason that you don't want to have a kid. It's like, damn, we have the opportunity. I would have taken my junior and left. You wouldn't have no stress.
Yeah,
but she's like, my body, my home was my body, my choice. So respectfully,
she don't want to go through them 9 months, regardless if she ain't got to worry about it afterwards or not. She ain't trying to hear that shit. She not with it.
And respectfully, like,
where did that leave the man?
In the process of creation,
That's long, bro.
it's like, in the event that we are talking about the emotions of the situation, is there any concern to how the man feels about, not having a child?
Let's be honest.
Because when a man does,
is there ever any concern about how the man feels?
But in some situations, you got some women that probably feel like, they got some people that force women to have abortions. Women who don't want to have abortions because abortions, do things to your system as well.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So
you
got a nigga that's like, you better, you feel me? And now Shorty never wanted to go through that. She wanted to go through the natural process of giving birth.
Right.
You feel me? So like you told me, like you said earlier, dog, it's two sides to the coin on both sides. You got 2 quarters, you get one and you get one. Y'all both got the same situation. There's 2 sides to it. You got the pros and you got the cons.
Yeah.
You got the buzzers and you got the good shit. So
yeah, you can't have the good with the, you can't have good for, like, what usually comes out good for men is usually kind of bad for women or kind of slighted on the women's side, and what's usually good for women is kind of slighted on the men's side. So keep.
Every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit? You be all up in my phone when I put it down.